1985, 1986, we had 6 years of a Conservative government. There's been a whole range of legislation put on the statute book, and trade unions were, of course, in real problems, not just because of the union laws, but because of the high level of unemployment. If you have a think about the situation now, the potential with the Tories in for new anti-union laws and the levels of unemployment is creating a situation where almost you've got an alternative workforce at the beck and call of employers. I think the other thing that I want to say about this dispute is that the political climate at the time was leading the Murdochs, the Eddie Shahs, the Andrew Neils to all say that this dispute was about new technology. It never was about new technology. The technology that they wanted to introduce in those national newspapers had been in operation in the provincial newspaper industry for any number of years. We were told that if you accept new technology, there'll be an increase in the number of national newspapers, a greater diversity of ownership, because you will not need very rich people to be the only people who can own newspapers. But what have we seen since then? Actually, a reduction in the number of national newspapers and a reduction in the diversity of ownership. And colleagues know only too well that if BSB Sky eventually falls into the hands of Rupert Murdoch, there'll be an even greater concentration of ownership, much to the damage of working people and trade unions in the country today. Now, they could not have achieved that, and they could not have achieved winning this dispute without those anti-union laws being in place, but also with an additional factor included. And the additional factor that I always refer to is the fact that the government said to the police very clearly, the gloves are off, do whatever you need to do to ensure the distribution of Murdoch's newspapers. No matter what brutality that may require, we all saw it on the picket lines, and we know that's exactly what was done. And the third factor, of course, was the leadership, Eric Hammond and the leadership of the WTPU. While at one and the same time, their members, employed by News International, were supporting the print union members, their branches in Southampton and Glasgow were recruiting new people to come and work for Rupert Murdoch. There has never, ever been a situation in the history of the trade union movement where a trade union has undermined other workers in the arrogant and disregarding way that the WTPU have done. And we shan't forget and we shan't forgive them for that. Colleagues, it seems to me very much that that dispute was one of the most important in the history of the trade union movement in the UK. Certainly the most important dispute in the history of print unions. And I just want to finish up by saying, first of all, a thank you in particular to Anne, John Callow and the group who pulled this splendid exhibition together. But I want really to place on record our thanks and appreciation and recognition of the tremendous contribution that was made by our members. We had family breakups, financial hardships, and even suicides during the 13-month period of that dispute. And we will never forgive and never forget Rupert Murdoch for it. So let's toast our members. Let's say the fight goes on, and this fight will not be won until we've restored recognition in News International. Thank you.